Hey there, Todd Polke here from toddpolke.com and Thrive Property. Today I'm going to be talking to you about the 3 different voices that you have going on in your head and how those voices are impacting the quality of the life that you're living right now. Now, I want you to imagine that there's this vehicle on the road. And the vehicle has 3 different steering wheels. Kind of a strange car, but that's okay. You'll get what I'm talking about. So the vehicle has 3 different steering wheels. And you have 3 different people behind each of the steering wheels, right? So on one of the steering wheels, you've got who I'm going to call Mini-Me. Now this is the part of you that tends to live from fear. This is a part of you that tends to kind of settle for far less than what you're capable of in life. This is the part of you which tends to tell you, oh well, you can't do this, or who do you think you are, or why are you even bothering trying that? You're just going to fail anyway. This is the part of you that thinks that everything is going to go wrong and that you're not as good as you actually are, and really just wants to keep you playing small. That is Mini-Me. And Mini-Me often for a lot of people has a very, very firm grip on that steering wheel, which is steering the decisions that you're making in your life. Now that's on one side. On the other side, you've got someone very, very different. And I'm going to call this Big Me, right? Meaning big you, right? So, and this is your higher self. This is the part of you that is playing the bigger game in life, or wants to play the bigger game in life. This is the part of you that, you know what, when Mini-Me says give up, this one says try one more time. When Mini-Me says you'll never do it, higher self, big you goes, yes you can. Just get up and give it a crack and keep going. So Big Me is really your higher self. It's your highest intuition, that part of you that's really guiding you to be able to go and live the best quality of life you possibly can, and is always pulling you and begging you and trying to draw everything there is out of you so you can really live the quality of life you truly want. So we've got Mini-Me and we've got Big Me. Well, Big Mini-Me you and Big you, you get what I mean. Then in the middle is Present You. This is you right now. This is you in this present moment. And present you is really just whoever is in control of the other steering wheels. So if Mini-Me is in massive control of it and only a little bit of Big Me, maybe Big Me is having a bit of a nap, or you really haven't been listening to Big Me for a while, Mini-Me is sitting there, firm grip on the steering wheel, and you are drawing that in the middle, the majority from Mini-Me. Maybe for you, you've done a lot of work on yourself and you're very, very in tune with your higher self and your deepest intuition, and very, very positive mindset already. And maybe for you, it's Big Me which is holding onto the steering wheel, or it's a bit of a combination of both. And you know what? It changes all the time. Sometimes Mini-Me is firmly in control while Big Me is having a nap. Sometimes Big Me is firmly in control on certain things that you're doing. Mini-Me has been kicked out. And sometimes it's just going back and forth, and it's really, really confusing. So what you want to understand, and here's what I want you to be thinking about right now: who is in control of your mind? Who is in control of the steering wheel of your mind, which is really directing the decisions that you're making on a daily basis? Because this has an absolutely huge impact. Now, I want to say something very, very clear. I can tell you from most people, they are far more in tune with Mini-Me than they are in tune with listening to their biggest self. And we can understand why, right? You know, in life, we're surrounded by negativity on an ongoing basis. You know, possibly negative people, the media is negative, television is awfully negative, society is negative. Really, society wants you to rise to the middle and know more. Society and education system, all that, isn't designed to teach you and to pull out the fullest expression of you, be able to live the biggest life and the best quality life that you possibly can. That is kind of work that you do outside of society and what everybody else does. If you follow the herd like what most people do, you're going to be surrounded by negativity on an ongoing basis, and people around you that are always going to tell you, look, just play it safe and everything will be okay. Just, do what everybody else does. Go to work and work hard and everything's just going to work out. Don't try too hard. Don't go for the big stuff. What if you fail, And we're surrounded by that on an ongoing basis. So as human beings in modern day society, we are very much in tune with Mini-Me. We are very much in tune, we're very much in tune with that part of ourselves. And we are very disconnected from Big Me unless you started doing some work. Now, you've got to start asking the question, well, how do I get more in touch with Big Me and kind of, almost kick Mini-Me out of the door? That's what you want to be thinking about doing, kick him out of a moving car. So you can really think about start getting more in tune with your higher self, that part of you that wants to play that bigger game in life and to draw it every single little bit there is within you. Now, Mini-Me is all about chatter. It is all the conscious mind. It is all this yap, 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 yap. You can't do this, you can't do that, you can't do this. And it's all about chatter. And we're very much used to listening to our conscious mind. Where Big Me is really our deeper intuition. It's kind of our gut feel. And we've lost touch with that often, right? Big Me is found in silence. That's when you start shutting up little me, shutting up the chatter within your head, and you actually sit in silence and you actually start thinking about the deeper part of yourself, that deeper intuition that's really trying to drive you towards making the right decisions in life that's right for you and where you want to be going in life. And so Big Me is, you find Big Me, you get in tune with Big Me, and it's like a practice, right? You got to practice doing this. You got to practice sitting in silence, shutting up the chatter, and actually start listening and getting in tune with that higher part of yourself. And that's how you start bringing more of that deeper self, that higher part of yourself, into your mind, and who takes the steering wheel far more often than the mini me, which most people are absolutely used to. Now, this is really important, right? Every experience in life is really just made up of a series of decisions. That's really what life is all about. And so our decisions, the external stimulus and the things our experiences in life and the things we go through, the things we see and hear and see other people do and learn, it's all filtered through these three different people, you know, mini me, big me, and present day you. And so what actually goes into your mind is just a filtered expression of what usually happens depending on who is actually in control of the steering wheel at any point in time. So we've got to start letting go of mini me, letting that go, right? Minimizing that, and start accessing and getting in tune with listening more to our higher self. Because here's something really important. What you feed will grow, what you starve will fade. So you've got a choice to make at any moment. Are you going to feed mini you? Are you going to feed that and listen to that and indulge in that and be around the negative people that are always going to tell you that? Or are you going to feed the bigger you and starve the mini me, right? That's what you want to be thinking about. And it all starts by getting very, very conscious with your thoughts. You know, try out for a few days just to start observing your thoughts. You know, most of our thoughts are unconscious, right? They're habitual thoughts, and we experience these pretty well. I think the statistics say like 90% of the same thoughts we experience day after day after day. 90% of the same thoughts. So you want to start becoming an observer of your thoughts and start asking the question, well, that thing that you just thought of just then, or the filtered or whatever it is that goes on in your head, who was driving the wheel of your mind at that point in time? Who was steering you in that direction? Was it mini me or was it bigger you? Start becoming an observer of your thoughts and start asking those questions, because as you become an observer, you bring it out of the unconscious mind, you bring it into the conscious mind, and it's in the conscious mind where we can actually start recognizing and start, making some shifts and some changes about it, right? Because that's really, really important. You know, this is a critical element, right? If you really want to achieve success in any area of your life, build the wealth you want, create the lifestyle you want, build the health you want, create the relationship that you want, you've got to get in control of that thing that's between your ears and to start, living your life as your fullest expression of your highest self. So that's it today, guys. Understanding the three different people that are driving the direction of your mind at any point in time. And what you feed will grow, what you starve will fade. So start feeding the bigger part of you. If this video resonates with you guys, make sure you click like on it, make sure you share it out. We want to share the messages and this stuff, guys. Look forward to seeing you next time.